Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay, but we're live now.
Oh, damn, we're live. I was talking about my room. It's going to get dark in here. And hi, everybody. Welcome to the Source Board.
Hey, welcome. How you doing, man?
I'm cool. Tired. I'm ready to do this. I've got all the energy for this.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Tired as well, man. It's been a bit crazy at work. But yeah, everything else is good. Can't complain. Still alive, Still going. So
That's all you can ask for. That and some food.
Yes, exactly. Welcome to the Source Wall. We are a podcast, surprise, surprise. We talk about comics, TV shows, and pop culture types of stuff. There's normally three of us, but Isha is away on an away mission at the moment, so she should be back hopefully next week. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed, or we're just gonna have to do this without her eternally. No, I'm joking.
Nah.
I know you're gonna be watching this, Isha. That was a joke. Come back. We want you back.
Yeah, definitely. We need you back. We need you back.
Yeah, we need that energy because I don't have it.
So yeah, if you as you can see, we're live on YouTube at the moment. We normally go live at about 11:30ish, give or take.
That's way 11 for he means
11:30ish. 7:30.
11:30.
That's way too
past the 7:30ish mark, right?
Yeah, too far.
So you're midweek time is what it is.
Definitely. It's been hot over here, man. It's been really hot, and I think that's draining me out as well. Not really getting that much sleep. But yeah, if you don't catch us live on YouTube, you can always catch us on YouTube later at a later date, or you can catch us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and SoundCloud and Spotify as well. So yeah, it's places. We're everywhere.
Yeah, to paraphrase DMX, get at us, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Get at us. Right. Let's see what we got today then. What's in the news today?
Today things are happening.
Yeah, things have been happening. In fact, I thought you might like this actually.
Go for it.
Warner Media, they've announced a new streaming service titled HBO Max.
Yeah, I heard about this, and it got me thinking because when we were talking last time about the DC streaming service, would everything from there just go there, and they'll just get rid of the DC streaming service, which I bet will happen, because a lot of those shows are Warner Brothers anyway. What do they need two streaming services for? That's a waste of money.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's the conundrum. I'm not sure if. Nobody knows for sure, really, but it seems like they're doing some bits because not only will they have the Warner Brothers stuff, they've got New Line, they've got the DC Entertainment, CNN, TNT, TBS, True TV, CW.
Man.
They're going to have the Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, the Looney Tunes, Turner Classic Movies.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
That's a lot.
And they'll also, it is a lot. They'll also have the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air coming onto their network.
Bye Netflix.
And Friends as well. It's on Friends is on Netflix
as well. On Netflix.
Yeah. I kind of watch it every night.
But Friends?
Not for any choice. Yeah.
I'm done with that show.
Any choice of my own, but the missus, she likes to fall asleep to Friends, and I end up watching it for some reason.
All right, well, cool.
Yeah. Well, she can no longer watch it on Netflix come 2020.
Well, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. It's on Comedy Central every day.
Comedy Central?
Every day.
We don't have TV either. I've decided to stop.
Yeah.
Stop that. Stop that TV license shizzle, man. I don't even watch TV no more, so
you're gonna have to bite the bullet. You have to buy the bullet and get the streaming service.
Well, that's the thing as well. The streaming service, apparently, it could go anywhere between. Let's see if I can get the price up again. It's not cheap, and it's not the price of the DC universe either. Apparently, it could be anything between, where is it, $16 or $17 per month.
No, that's not how streaming services work.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, there's quite a few things they'll have on there. You know, with all the New Line, Cartoon Network, Crunchyroll, and all that. So they do have a lot of, they will have a lot of shows on there.
Do you know my thing about streaming services? Let's take Sky for example. You probably pay like £60 to like over £100 for your Sky service, and then Netflix came along and things like Amazon, and it was cheap. It's like, what is it, £8? I think it's £10 a month because I got it on free devices. But if you keep getting different streaming services, so say I've got Netflix and then I've got Amazon and Hulu and Tidal, if we even get it in this country, then this one
all adds up.
It's all gonna end up amounting to what Sky was anyway. And Sky is doing this thing where you can have Netflix. Like, I'm not even trying to have all these streaming services. I'm really not, especially if they're going to start upping the prices to things like £17. Nah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the price of it is quite steep, especially when you consider, like you said, having all the other streaming services with it. And if every other company goes, wants to do the same thing, I mean, come on, man, it's everyone's going to be paying $20 for each kind of different programming.
I got Netflix strictly for Daredevil. That was it. I saw the trailer for Daredevil and I was like, yeah, I'm getting Netflix. And I remember getting it thinking, being worried, like, what am I going to do with it once Daredevil's over? But Netflix has served me well. It served me so well. It's got so many good shows on there, movies, documentaries, cartoons. So, you know what? I'm good with Netflix. Like, I don't care to get any other streaming service. I thought I'd get the DC streaming service, but then they punked out and then they wouldn't let us have it. And that seems to be going. I've got Amazon Prime. I'll stick with that for now. And you know what? If the Disney one's affordable, I'll probably get that. And that'll be it. I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it is expensive. I think they need to actually sort their pricing out. Because Disney's coming out with their one, and their one, I think it was supposed to be like $6-7. Yeah, $6-7.
And they got
whether we get it over here is another question, but it's still cheap.
But if we do get it over here, like you said, it's cheap, and they've got just as much, if not more, content to put on.
Possibly.
Yeah. They can match. Disney could match that streaming service. This one, sorry.
Yeah.
So,
but to tell the truth as well, I mean, if they do incorporate the DC universe within this, they would also have comics as well, like the way that DC universe do their bits as well. They would also have comics as well, all the content, the straight to DVD animated movies as well.
Yeah,
people like us, we'll be in on that all the time. We'll be the first to watch it. But and again, it's one of those things, like if people are watching, say for instance, they're watching Watchmen or something, they can read the comic straight after streaming it, so there is quite a few things they can play with on that set of things.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad service to me. My thing is really just the price, and then adding it up with a bunch of other streaming services, because I swear, who else is supposed to be starting one? I forgot who.
CBS. Remember, CBS is got theirs that isn't really. I don't know if it's actually doing well. I mean, it seems like the only thing they've got is Star Trek. Can't believe I say Star Wars, man. Oh my gosh.
No. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, there are other people who are starting theirs up. There'll be Nickelodeon. Is it Nickelodeon supposed to be doing one? I swear Nickelodeon supposed to be doing one.
I think so. I don't know if it's Nickelodeon. I really doubt Nickelodeon could do their own. Yeah. We did do a podcast on it though, didn't we? I'm sure we
did. Hang on, I'm googling real quick. Nickelodeon. Dion streaming.
So I vaguely remember talking about something like that.
Nickelodeon's new streaming service is filled with. I think it already exists.
Oh, really? Wow.
I think so.
Oh, that's the problem. We don't actually get stuff over here, do we? We're always
only $6 a month. Blah 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 blah. Hey, yo, I think it exists already.
Is it?
So there you go. Yeah, it's got all the 90s Nicktoons on it and all that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my point is that, everyone's getting the service.
Yeah.
Everyone will do it. But you know what? This particular one sounds good. My only issue is the price, and I'm curious to know if they'll just scrap the whole DC streaming service thing, which, you know what? They may as well. I feel like that's just a big fail. As long as they don't cancel Young Justice, or if they do, give this season if they give this season a definitive ending, I'll be cool. I'll never talk about Young Justice again unless it's a comic book or a nostalgia trip. Just
really
end it properly. No, end it properly. If they end it properly, like Avatar got canceled. No, sorry, Avatar didn't get cancelled. Avatar got its ending. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's just give Young Justice its ending. Even Justice League got its ending to a degree. I think that actually got cancelled, but they ended it really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just.
Do you think? To go on a little bit of a tangent here, because I do watch Young Justice. I do watch that, but I find it doesn't really concentrate on one specific story too much, as in there's so much things going on at once. Do you feel it kind of is something you have to binge, or is it
Young Justice?
Yeah. I feel it's something you should binge like all in one.
I feel like it's something you binge. Now, when it came out, like season 1 and 2, obviously streaming services were relatively young, and this was it was one of those once a week shows. So I was watching it once a week, but I have binged it before. So I was watching it once a week and still kind of getting excited, like, yo, this is sick. I can't wait for next week. But I feel like it does translate better if you binge it. Especially since I've been watching season 3. I haven't started this second half of it, but when we started months back, I felt like as I was binging it, because that's how they released it, right? I think it translates better binging it. There's a lot of characters, there is a lot going on, but season 1 and 2 pretty much had one core story. Like this season, well, you're watching the latest one, yeah?
Yeah.
But did you watch the previous 2 seasons?
I think I watched season 1.
That's where they get together, right?
Yeah, and I don't think I watched season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is Invasion. That was a really good season, man. I highly recommend it, not just to you, but everyone out there. I think season 3 this season has a lot more going on, which makes you feel like you need to binge it. Whereas season 1 and 2 is a bit more concise. It's just about the kids and their team. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, more characters are introduced in season 2, but they focus on what they're supposed to focus on really well. This one, you got Robin's team, you've got Batman's team, then you've got the Justice League. There is a lot going on in season 3, which is probably why it's best to binge it, because you get everything more.
Yeah, it's one of those where I'm watching it and I'm like, geez, what is going like? There's quite a few storylines going on at the moment.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's so bad at tangent there, but
it's what we do.
It's Yeah, let's see what they do, and even if I don't, it's not even clear whether we'll get this HBO Max.
Yeah, that's what's cool.
over here as well. So
I didn't even know that Nickelodeon one had started. So the UK just gets crapped on, man. Whatever, it is what it is.
Exactly. I think with this shizzle goes to most of it goes to either Netflix or Sky. Actually,
yeah, true.
Yeah, need to get.
I'm always holding my breath. I'm always holding my breath that these things go to Netflix now. Like, come on, Netflix, get it, yo.
We'll
see.
Yeah, but we need that. We need it. We need the Disney streaming service, and
please,
bring over the HBO Max as well. You've got loads of customers over here.
Yeah, I might take that Nickelodeon one as well. I can go for some Ren and Stimpy, Rocco, or Invader Zim.
For real.
Man. Hey Arnold. Okay.
Yeah. And just before we move on to the next subject, no, Sean, they're not going to get rid of Titans. They better not get rid of Titans. Titans is a sick show. So, just
which Sean is that?
Sean in the chats. Not your bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on to the next one, the Joker movie. Apparently, it's going to be a new origin story.
Indeed, I did hear about this.
Yes. So apparently Todd Phillips says he said we didn't follow anything from the comics, which people are going to be mad about. We just wrote our own version, of where a guy like Joker might come from. That's what was interesting to me. We're not even doing Joker, but the story of becoming Joker. It's about this man. He also said, referring to Joaquin Phoenix, I think he's a great actor. We had a photo of him above our computer while we were writing, where we constantly thought, God, imagine if Joaquin actually does this. So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
You know what? I actually don't mind, because it's better than them half-arsing it. So they've come out and they've told us, yo, this is a completely new origin. Because I didn't want to be sitting in the cinema being like, no, that's not how it happened. That's not, why isn't he the Red Hood? Why isn't Batman there? You know what I mean? You can just go into it and forget all that, and they've told you, yo, this is a completely new origin on how we think the Joker came about. I don't have a problem with it at all. It's a nice little cop out for them.
Yeah, for real. Actually, maybe they won't like it anyway.
They probably thought, if we don't say this, they're just gonna slate it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for me personally, I'm like, why call it Joker then? I mean,
well, it's.
I think. Do you know what they should? I don't know. For me, I feel it's kind of, because I'm kind of thinking in the same sense of how the MCU does their thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've said this before. I feel that they should do something similar to what they're doing with the comics, as in, if it's an Elseworld story, do an Elseworld story. Call it Joker, or I don't know, Elseworld Joker, something like that. Something to identify it, because we're in a time now, especially with films, where everything is kind of has a continuity. I remember watching Tarantino films back in the days, and people were wondering, like, because there'll be props from one film on his own, onto another film of his, and people will be thinking like, oh, is this all
a shared universe? Yeah,
it's a shared universe. And that's pretty much what, especially when you're doing a comic book adaptation or characters from a comic book adaptation, I think they should play on the fact that we're telling a Batman story, or we're telling a Joker story, or a Superman story, but we're doing it from an Elseworld, from another world. It's not going to be like your comics, or the origin story like your comics. And the thing is, like I'm saying, like I could be saying the same thing about the MCU. A lot of their characters are from, it's not exactly like in the comics. But what they are doing is they're kind of bringing things together and making an MCU or a continuity in its own sense. But I think with this Joker being a film on its own and not like connected to Wonder Woman or Superman, Man of Steel, or Justice League, I think it's one thing where it deliberately pees off the fanboys, you know, and people who, and that's even he said in his comment, he said it's gonna get people mad, you know. But I think if they said that this is what they did actually say, it's an Elseworld, it's not based on, it's not connected.
But they should basically just tagline and say
have a tagline to say this is an Elseworld story. You know, Wonder Woman, that's connected to
the main continuity.
To the main continuity.
Yeah.
It's connected to Justice League. It's the same characters, same actors, and yeah. But I think a lot more people will be happy. People would be happy if he had said, "This is an Elseworld," rather than "This is a joke. This is a guy becoming the Joker that you've never heard of or never been."
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know? Sometimes I think what it is that. Sorry. All right, Dave. So like, I feel like we the fans could just come up with all the ideas. The amount of conversations I've had with like you or the rest of the dreamers or just people at work, where it's like we've got the solution. We blatantly got the solution, but it's like the movies seem to get it so wrong. Not even just with like DC movies, sometimes with the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I think a big problem is it's the execs that don't know the comics, that don't care about the material.
They feel it's just, if it's going to be something different than what people are used to, people ain't going to come and watch it.
Yeah, but if they just, I feel like a lot of the time, especially with these comic book movies, they need to focus on the fans of comic books. Do you get what I mean? And then just let the people that are new to this, learn. Yeah, experience it and just learn. Because they're always like, oh, we don't want to confuse the audience. Well, the casual audience for this type of genre are people who read comic books, the people who grew up watching it, the people who grew up at the very least watching the cartoons. Do you know what I mean? Comic books are changing all the time. That's fair enough. But even like people who don't watch Superman movies or read comic books or watch cartoons know the basic origin. I don't know where you learn it, but you just know the basic origin of Superman or Batman or like Spider-Man. Those three, you know. So I feel like the execs just need to kind of get out of the way and just give I don't know, the directors free reign to do it. And as for the directors, they should do their research. I really think they should do better research, because I don't always feel like a lot of them do. They don't do enough. We need to go further than just reading Wikipedia. Get some books and read the books, man.
Read them, man. Read some story arcs. Get some.
Read some story arcs. Talk to writers of the books if they're still around. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. It can be done properly, and you don't end up having like directors or actors just kind of copping out saying, oh, by the way, it's the Joker, but it's not the Joker that you think it is. Sorry, my laptop. Which again is I'm like, again, I'll say I'm okay with the idea. It just seems like a proper cop out to me. That's all. I mean, let's see. I think I have a feeling it might be a good film. It will be a good film, and you need to go in there clear-minded and, like you said, not have any preconceived notions about how you think the story's going to go. I just feel they need to kind of... They need to let us know.
Just let people know, Just let people know what you're doing. You know, don't act like this is a Joker movie. This is like the Joker that you know, that you've been reading all your life kind of thing. Or, you know, there's not one specific Joker. No, you know, we all get that. We read comics. We get that there's different versions, but don't you know, all the versions of the Joker or even all the versions of Batman have this basic theory in their characteristics. So, you know, maybe he might do as well, but don't portray it as to be like a Joker film. Don't call it the Joker. You know, I mean, just make it make it not be known that it's an Elseworld story.
Yeah, they can just be like, by the way, this is Earth 33, where the Joker's origin happened this way. Batman doesn't even exist yet, or but it can be done, especially
and I think
with.
that's one thing as well that happened with. That's why I continue to watch Gotham, because you have to watch Gotham in that mindset that this is an Elseworld. It's not your regular. It's not a Batman story. It's not about Batman. It's called Gotham. They should. Go on.
No, I was gonna say I watched Smallville in the same regard. It was like alternate universe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I was watching that and it got to him getting to like Justice League and teaming up with other heroes, it was exciting. Like seeing how this universe's superheroes developed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So just kind of, I'm sure
I loved it as well. I did love it, but I think one thing they kind of did is the same with Gotham. The same problem they did with Gotham as well. They just let it drag that point of the thing that we're waiting for. Yeah, we're waiting for him to fly. They teased it here and there, but he doesn't have to have the suit on, but let him fly.
He should have flown a long time. I think there are like two annoying instances that I can think of where he flew.
Yeah, one was there's one where he was dreaming.
Yeah, when he was.
Yeah. You're breaking up a bit. Okay. So there was one instance where he was dreaming. I can't actually remember the last time. The next time he was flying. But yeah, they just got it on. They just had it on for too long. They took that notion too far. Whereas, they should have just let him fly and be done with it. Don't let him have the suit. And it's all right. We'll enjoy it a bit more. We'll see if we can get Kieran back on here. Okay. In the meantime, I'll talk about the Akira. Apparently, Akira is having a new series coming out from the creator, the original creator. I'm going to butcher this name as well. Katsuhiro Otomo. So apparently he will be creating a new anime series that will be a continuation from the old school anime series. So not the actual film, it's the actual anime book that he created back in 1988. Sorry, not in 1988, 82. So according to Anime News Network, Sunrise president and CEO Makoto Asanuma said the intent is to incorporate the entirety of the manga story. The original anime didn't include much of the events from the latter half of the manga. Well, I think this is. I think this will be pretty sick. It'll actually even probably get me back into anime as well. I think if they can keep it legit and keep it the same, although I haven't actually, shame on me, I haven't actually read all of the anime series. But the film was amazing. I loved the film, and it seemed like the film was a pretty good adaptation from the anime book. So we'll see how that turns out. Apparently the live action film would be done by the director Taika Waititi. That should be out in 2021. Hopefully the manga well, we don't actually have a date for that. Let's see where back on. Nope. Sorry about the silence here. Let's see if we can try and get Kieran back on. So some news on the Taika Waititi front as well, actually, on the live action film. Apparently there's been a casting call as well. So there's eight acting parts for people that's being sought after. And we've got one here for a character called Jun, who we think it could be Kaneda. So they're looking for a male, age 18, between 18 and 24, to play Japanese, English speaking, must be legal, 18 to 20s, to play an 18-year-old. He is described as a sharp-eyed, snooty, tough, handsome, cool. He's a leader of a street gang of teenagers and knows how to have a good time. Jun should not be too cool or too tough. He's a scrappy, ragtag kid who's not worried about anything. Your weird, natural, authentic self is encouraged. So yeah, I think that pretty much does sound like Kaneda to me. He did have that kind of, he's cool with his biker gangs, but he was a bit not too there with the ladies, although he did, try it. But yeah, I think I like the fact that they're trying to keep it authentic as well. They're trying to keep it, within the keep it with Japanese people, basically. I didn't want them to Americanize it at all, or have, American actors taking the roles, Let's see. And next character we have is described as a Misa. Sorry. Oh, you back? Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right.
You can hear me clearly, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I was saying was, I don't know how far you carried on without me for those 3 to 5 minutes.
I actually moved on to the next subject.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Where are we now?
So I was just saying about the new Akira anime series.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the. Let's go on.
Yeah. I moved on from that onto the casting call, but yeah, with the new anime series, apparently it's from the same creator who did the anime back in 1982.
Okay.
So yeah, and Katsuhiro.
Katsuhiro Otomo.
Yeah.
Katsuhiro.
So apparently it will be a continuation from the anime book.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So yeah, that should be pretty. Yeah, that should be pretty sick, man. So yeah, there's no date of when that will actually be out, but I think it's going to be something that Netflix is doing with him as well.
And that's where I'd want to watch it, as I was just saying earlier.
That's why you don't want to watch it.
No, that's where I would want to watch it.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's exactly where I'd want to watch it. I don't want to have to chase it.
Yeah.
There's too many shows out there at the moment, whereas I feel like I have to go and chase them. Nah, it's a bit long. So yeah, if it's on Netflix, that suits me just fine. What about the casting call? Is it asked for someone specific? Because I thought that was a bit weird.
The casting call is for the Taika Waititi live movie.
Oh.
So I just read one description which sounded like Kaneda.
Okay.
I'll quickly read it again for you, so you know. They're looking for a male aged between 18 and 24 to play Japanese, English-speaking, must be legal to play 18 years old. He's described as a sharp-eyed, sinewy. I can't even say that, man.
Sinewy.
Sinewy, tough, handsome, cool. He is the leader of a street gang of teenagers and knows how to have a good time. Jun should not be too cool or too tough. He's a scrappy ragtag kid who's not worried about anything. Your weird, natural, authentic self is encouraged. So, does that sound like Kaneda to you?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't like that in this live action they're changing the names.
Well, I think that they with the casting calls, they don't actually put the names on, so people don't know exactly who's who.
Oh, okay.
They just put like a fake name and say, you know. But so like if they're doing a casting call for Spider-Man, they won't say they're looking for someone to play Peter Parker. They're just looking for someone to play Michael, who, and when it's described as that person, like this one, is pretty much described how it. Like I say, it just sounds directly like Kaneda.
Well, yeah, he was the leader of their. I can't remember what their gang was called, but yeah, he was the leader of their biker gang. Kaneda was. So I couldn't imagine who else June would be.
No.
So yeah, fair enough. That's cool. Hope they get someone good.
Yeah, they've also got someone who could be Tetsuo to play male, aged between 18 and 24. Again, speaks to play Japanese, English speaking. Must be legal to play a 17-year-old. He is constantly forced to punch up in order to survive. He's fearless to the point of recklessness. He is haunted by the loss of a loved one. And then you've got Misa, who could be Kei.
Yeah.
18 to 30 years old, female, English speaking. She's described as beautiful, intelligent, strong-willed. She is a member of an anti-government organization trying to save her city.
Yeah, that was Kei.
Yeah. Next one is Rina, who's likely Kaori. To play Asian, English speaking, Japanese a plus. Must be legal to play 17 years old. She is gentle, kind, cute, compassionate. She is a member of a biker gang and cares deeply for Kochi, who
sounds like Kaori.
Tetsuo. Someone to play Yakamatsu, who could be likely to be Yamagata. Again, Asian, English speaking, must be legal to play 18 years old, large, tough, loyal, short fused, a member of Jun's gang and a close friend.
Yeah, I remember him.
Another one, male to play Asian, English speaking, 16-year-old. He's a small, clever, brainy, technical whiz. He is the youngest member of Jun's street gang. And then here's the interesting part. You've got two other characters.
Yeah.
To play Jen, to play 10 to 12-year-old, described as small, mysterious boy on an urgent mission. He is humbled, shy, compassionate, and wise beyond his years. And Ami, 10 to 12, female, to play English speaking Japanese plus. To play a 10-year-old, she's a mysterious girl on an urgent mission. She is kind, gentle, compassionate, and wise beyond her years.
Okay.
So if you remember, there used to be three of the kids in.
3 kids, yeah.
Yeah. So were they called the Pills? Was that the?
I can't remember what they were called, to be honest. I don't actually think I ever knew. I just remember them as those 3 wrinkly kids.
Oh, I mean the.
His street gang. I think they were called the Pills. He had the thing on his back as well.
Yeah.
Kaneda had that.
Capsules. That's it.
Capsule. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
If you haven't watched the original anime of Akira with the original voice acting, by the way.
Yeah.
Johnny Young Bosch is great, but not for Akira. Watch the original anime dub. Best anime ever, or best anime movie ever. Like, just hands down. I don't care what anyone says. It's the best. It took 1 movie to do it as well.
Did you actually read the anime as well?
Read the manga? No, my brother gave me. I think he gave me some copies he's got, but I haven't read them yet. Why did you?
Yeah, no, I didn't read it either. I was saying that as well. I Shamefully, I haven't read the manga. So,
well, in my defense, I'm the kind of guy who tends to just watch the anime and not read the manga. I want to read it in color, and I can't be bothered to be doing that back to front stuff. So,
yeah,
what you gonna do? You gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the the anime and now the movie. I'm glad he's keeping it authentic, man.
Yeah, sounds like he's getting a bunch of Japanese people to, or East Asian people to play the role. So I'm with that. Definitely. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these whitewashed movies. Nah. Yeah. Tekken, Street Fighter, that Chun-Li movie.
Yeah.
What else was there? There's a bunch of them, man. Avatar wasn't whitewashed, but it was a horrible movie.
I'm tempted to switch the subject around now since we're on that subject. Do you know what? I'm gonna do that. So since we're on the subject of
I know where this is going.
What about blackwashing?
Blackwashing.
So if you guys don't know, Halle Bailey, I said it right. Halle Bailey. See, I said it wrong the second time. Not Halle Berry. Halle Bailey is cast as the Little Mermaid. I don't know who this lady is, but she is. Was she in like a Disney show? Maybe?
Probably. I don't know.
She is best known as one half of a music duo, Chloe and Halle. She has had roles in the film Last Holiday and a TV show Groening, Austin and Ally, and House of Pain. Yeah, so she's been cast as the Little Mermaid, and there's been some uproar about that. So, I'll let you go first. What do you think?
All right. Well, a lot of the black folk out there are gonna take away my black card, but you have to fight me for it. I am against. Well, not against. That's the wrong word. I'm just not for them casting a black girl or a Chinese or whatever role, whatever race. Besides what, I would just prefer if it was just a redheaded girl that we know and love from the Disney movie. I don't like it when they like when in DC Comics when the New 52 happened, everybody was asking where's Wally West. They were asking interviews all the time and they wouldn't say anything. Then there was this big news about Wally West showing up, coming back to comic books, and it was this little black kid, and I was just like, nah, man. I liked Wally, the red-headed, green-eyed, freckled kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the only time the only time this has worked for me, and it was when I was reading Ultimate Comics, Marvel Comics, and I saw Nick Fury, and I was like, damn, he looks like Samuel L. Jackson. Then I saw Samuel L. Jackson in an interview, and he was telling a story about how he went to his comic book store, opened up a comic book, and saw himself. So he called up Marvel like, yo, what's going on? He was ready to sue. He's like, no, don't sue. We did it as a compliment. And plus, we're planning on doing these movies, and we actually want you to play Nick Fury. So as he's a big comic book fan, he's like, all right, I'll let that slide. And here he is as Nick Fury. But that was alternate universe. Yeah, they blackwashed him later and said that he's white Nick Fury's son. But I don't like it when they do that in anything. I like the characters I know to be the way they are. And I know there's the argument of, superheroes or whatever. We'll use superheroes as an example. They just tend to be white males. And, I get that. But I don't think that you should just change the race just to be PC. What they should be doing is creating new characters, and publishers and execs and whatever should be supporting this, pushing those characters out there. And as for the people, they need to just give these new characters a chance. I don't think that old beloved characters races should be changed, or sexualities should be changed just to be PC. I don't think it's fair for people that love these characters.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I kind of feel the same way as well. I don't mind that they bring these characters in the comics, and like for instance, like you said, Nick Fury was a good example. Miles Morales is a good example as well.
But Miles Morales was like it's not like they just got rid of Peter Parker for a year and then brought him back black. No, they had them both there. They killed off the previous Spider-Man in the alternate universe, by the way.
Yeah.
And then this guy, this kid took over. He felt guilty because he could have done something, so he took over. I don't mind things like that. And they didn't get rid of the original Peter Parker. I don't know how that turned out in Ultimate Comics, but a version of white Peter Parker, well, not white, Peter Parker came back. I don't know if he turned out to be the true one. And then Miles Morales moved to the main universe, and there we got 2 Spider-Men. You know,
yeah. I mean, the only thing is that I mean, there was this meme I sent into the group as well.
Yo,
when you actually see it, it's kind of, I kind of feel bad myself. I kind of feel like, yo, like we are taking their jobs, really, man. But the amount of characters who are ginger-haired in
I was gonna say,
comics,
yeah, it's redhead, and you know what? This came up at work. Now I am in no way.
So just so people are aware, so you've got Mary Jane, who is not my MJ. What's her name? Is it?
It's not even Mary. It's like Madeline or it's Michelle. Michelle.
Yeah, and then you've got
I don't know why people keep calling her Mary Jane or MJ. Just need to bun that.
Yeah, you got the lady from Flash, Iris West. Who's originally a redhead. You've got Starfire, who's originally a redhead, and she's played by a black lady.
But she's got red hair, and her race, and she's not white. She's a yellow girl from an alien planet. So that doesn't count.
That doesn't. Okay, that doesn't
count.
She's redhead, but she's redhead.
She's a redhead. Yo, they got a black girl and gave her red hair. No one can complain about Starfire.
Red weave.
Yeah, you can't complain about Starfire.
Jimmy Olsen as well, who's redhead in the comics.
Even that, when I saw that in Supergirl, I was like, nah.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Nah. Even to this day.
So yeah, and actually in TV shows or nowadays.
This is what I was gonna say, because this came up in conversation. We were talking about race the other day at work a few weeks ago. Now, to be cards on the table, I'm the only black guy who works there. So we were talking, yeah, whatever. Which is why that's a different subject. Only black guy who works there. And we got into this conversation about race as it happens. And my manager was telling me about this ginger guy he knows. He says, I'm not in no way saying that their struggle is like our struggle, but they have a struggle, ginger people. This guy redheads, yeah, same. They get like abused and by everyone else, and it sounds really bad. This guy's had some real emotional problems because of it, and I just started thinking they're not putting movies at all, or
no,
they're there to be made fun of, or it's almost similar to us. Do you know what I mean? Like they go through some things, and even this girl I used to work with, we had like a manager come in to watch our store one day, and he was talking to us and this girl, and the manager went and said to her, "Oh, if I had I would hate it if my baby came out ginger." To this girl's face.
Wow.
We were like, do you know what I mean? That's like saying, can you believe that? Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
To her face, she felt no way about. So they go through some things, and I was even thinking when you sent that meme, Wally West wasn't on it, but it just got me thinking.
He was on it.
Was he on that? I was sorry. Yeah.
No, he wasn't. No.
Iris West was on it, but look at the Flash.
Iris,
Iris West was on it, but Wally West is supposed to be a redhead guy. They changed him in the comics for a black kid, and then in the TV show, got a black kid to play him. So it's whenever there's supposed to be, I think it's kind of insulting as well.
It's bad
to them and to us. Do you know what I mean? You're not giving us our own roles to play. Yeah, you're not giving us our own roles to play. You've got perfectly fine red-headed people to play the roles, and you won't give them the role. I think that's wrong. Wrong on 2 levels.
I mean, that is bad, man. I mean, it's yeah, I don't know what to say, man. It is bad because, like you said, there should be more characters, and there are redhead characters. There's a lot of redhead characters.
There's a lot. The only one who's not been replaced by a black woman is Jean Grey.
No, they would never replace Jean Grey, man.
But do you get my point? It's like they that's the only one that I can think of on TV or in a movie where they didn't get a black woman. Jean Grey is a redhead in the X-Men movies. They might get someone and dye their hair, but she's always a redhead. Everyone else, they won't get an actor or actress to play them. It's out of order. Ginger people, I feel for you, man, or redheads, whatever you like to be called. I feel for you.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong. You should be getting your roles. Asian people too, you should be getting your roles. It's messed up. As for black folk, we shouldn't be. I wouldn't even, if I were an actor and I was approached to play Jimmy Olsen, I wouldn't even do it. I straight up wouldn't. I'd be like, no, I don't want that.
Really?
I wouldn't do it. I don't want to be Jimmy Olsen. I want to be black guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. I want there to be our own characters. Do you know what I mean? There should be.
Yeah.
There should be ginger characters. There should be black characters. And if there's a white dude, get a white dude to play the white dude. It's that simple.
Yeah, true.
That's me. That's my personal opinion. I'm not with this Little Mermaid thing. I don't know if I'll see the movie. I haven't decided on that. But my thing is, my thing isn't like all those other people out there. Oh, she shouldn't be. Was it you who sent the thing, by the way? Because people, you lot are wrong. Nah, dude. Like some of the things that I remember, it was either you or my brother Sean who sent. It was like tweets or something where they were trying to scientifically prove.
Oh, right.
Scientifically prove that mermaids would be white, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god! Like you really?
I said that was in jest though. That's why I sent that to you to say this is what people are actually talking about.
No. I know you weren't sending it. I know what you weren't sending, but it's like people are actually on the internet in an uproar, trying to this world is just straight racist, man.
I know it's just wrong, man. It's so wrong.
Remember when that Cheddar Man thing happened? And the things that people were digging up, made up science to prove that Cheddar Man was like, come on, man, it is what it is. Cheddar Gorge, Cheddar Man, was that what it was called when they found that skeleton from like thousands of years ago, and then they did their DNA test and it turned out it was black, and the world went nuts. This was like between 2016 and 2018. I can't remember when it happened, but I'll send you the link later. But still, like, just calm your like. Things are what they are, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is.
We exist.
Crazy.
We exist, man. Just live humbly, live peacefully with each other. This is nonsense. But yo, at the end of the day, this girl got her role in The Little Mermaid. Hats off to her. It's a shame that a redheaded girl didn't get it, but that doesn't mean to say that this girl won't do a good job. That's what. So, like I said, I might see the movie. I'm not going to not see it just because Ariel's not a redheaded white girl, and they might give this girl redheaded weave. Who knows? Like, that's a nice compromise, right?
They probably would. All right. So, what about Mulan? Did you see the Mulan trailer?
There's an uproar about that as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the uproar about that was for.
I think people are tripping because I think people are tripping because there was no dragon.
Well, yeah, I would like to see a dragon in that film. The dragon.
My defense.
The only reason why I say that actually, right, is because I did watch. I watched Aladdin, and
the Will Smith one.
Yeah, and that was a good film. But I feel Iago. I'm saying the name right this time, right?
Was Iago not in it?
He's in it, but he's not Iago. He's not like not the one. All right, so spoilers, obviously, spoilers. He does kind of talk. He does repeat himself. But you remember in the cartoon, he's like, "I get that." What does he say? Diamond in the rough. He's like, "Diamond in the rough, diamond in the rough." Like when they're talking, he's like, "Oh, you stupid. Oh, you should have said that. Oh." And then in the cartoon, there's a bit where he's like, "Oh, why do I have to keep acting like that?" And
yeah,
normally, I would have loved that in the film, but they didn't.
Oh, they didn't put that in the film.
No, he still talks like he talks like a rabbit, man. But they should have gave him some
personality.
Yeah,
they missed out. That would have been fun to see. Obviously, not live action, but in a live action movie, that would have been fun to see.
Yeah.
What I would have done, I would have got the actor to play him as well, because I think he's still about. I so would have got him to play him. He's still doing voice acting here and there. So, but hey, missed opportunity, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really wish they would put a dragon, at least put a dragon in Mulan.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. People need to remember, this is the first trailer, and I think it was a teaser as well, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a teaser as well, yeah.
This is a teaser trailer. We've not seen the actual trailer yet. They might get all of that in the next trailer. I'm confident that they'll put a dragon in. I'll be surprised if Disney doesn't put Mushu in this movie. I really would. Hey, Disney, you got the money to do it.
For real, they need
a little pocket dragon, man.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so next one. I like the trailer, by the way, as well. I did like the trailer.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it looked pretty dope. Shout out to Daniel. He said there better be kung fu in this. To me, that trailer looked like a kung fu. If I didn't know it was Mulan, that looked like a kung fu movie to me.
Yeah, for real.
So,
for real.
I'm good with it, man.
So next thing we was going to talk about before this was unfortunately Eddie Jones, the actor who played Pa Kent in Lois and Clark, passed away.
Oh snap!
Yeah, the other day. He was 87 years old, 82 years old. Yeah. According to a Facebook post from Interact Theatre Company, who Jones had reportedly had a long association with, yeah, they had a statement. This is coming from Newsarama. They said in a statement, our treasured longtime member, dear friend, and trusted colleague Eddie Jones passed away today. Eddie was a true pillar of our company from its earliest days, an actor of keen wit and sharp instincts. When Eddie was on stage, you couldn't take your eyes off him. When he was off stage, his broad, bright smile would light up the room. Everyone who knew Eddie as a friend or had a good fortune to share the stage with him was touched by his gentle and generous nature. He will be deeply missed by all. ITC extends its deepest condolences to his dear, devoted wife, Anita Kazadian Jones, and extended family. May flights of angels sing the to thy rest, Eddie. So, yeah, no cause of death was reported, so we don't know how he passed, but yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sad about that.
Yeah, I always liked him in Lois and Clark.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, there goes another piece of my childhood.
Yeah, man. He was decent, man. He was a good guy.
Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. God bless. All that.
So moving on to comic news. Do you remember Mad Magazine by any chance?
Yes, I do. I've read one issue of that, and that was when I was standing in Forbidden Planet in Central, where it used to be. Remember where it used to be?
Yeah. That was by
just a few.
Where was it?
A couple.
Mixed up with Orbital.
Nah, where Forbidden Planet used to be. It was only like around the corner from where it is now.
Yeah, but near Shaftesbury Avenue, right?
Yeah. So when it was there,
yeah,
I was just standing up in there reading it, and I obviously know it because the Simpsons. What I don't know if the Simpsons does now, but early Simpsons would talk about Mad Magazine a lot. There was an episode where Bart actually went when they Homer Simpson versus New York, where Bart goes to the headquarters and he sees crazy stuff going on at the magazine publishing place. So yeah, that's how I know Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
I may have bought one. I swear I've got an issue somewhere. But anyway, what about it?
Yeah, my old man and my uncle used to get them back in the days as well. Actually, that's what got me. Yeah, that's what got me into it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so basically, what's happening in the news is that they're actually shutting down after 67 years.
Whoa.
So it's
how come?
Well, they actually got brought by DC, and you know DC is doing their whole
they're cleaning up house.
reassessment. Yeah, cleaning up house and.
Do you know what DC will do?
Well,
this is a good marketing ploy. They'll buy a Mad Magazine. They'll cancel it. Give it about 5 years, maybe 10 years, and boom, Mad Magazine is back. Remember Mad Magazine, everyone? Oh, wow, I remember Mad Magazine. And then it will be like, all of a sudden, we'll start seeing episodes of The Simpsons where like Mad Magazine's brought up. We'll get a bit nostalgic about it. People will be talking about it. I don't know, there might be an issue of like, I don't know, Super Sons, where Superboy is reading Mad Magazine, and then they'll hit us with it. Mad Magazine is coming back. This is a ploy. This is a marketing ploy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I don't know if they will come back. To be honest, I really don't know. It does seem like they've. I mean, they do sell. They don't sell much, but they do sell. You got kind of a niche, kind of like a niche audience for it.
Yeah. I feel like Mad Magazine's always been a bit niche, to be honest.
Yeah, it has. It has.
It's not been for everyone.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't, because they do a lot of satire as well.
Yeah.
Which was the one thing good about it. Like I remember, not really knowing anything about politics, but going up to my dad's room or going to my grandma's and seeing my uncle's collection. It's like you just see the I don't even know the character's bloody name, man.
Nah.
You see the
kid with the freckles.
Yeah. You just see him always dressed up as like mad characters. Like you see him as different types of characters, different politicians.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Different, comic book characters. Different, always a different character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's one thing. I actually wish I did buy the comic, the magazine now. Actually, just to keep it. Hopefully, to keep it going.
Yeah, I actually do think it's quite a shame. I don't know. I just never took to buying it. I don't feel like it.
Apparently, his name is Alfred E. Newman.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's American stuff as well. And even though I pretty much grew up around American culture, I can tell you more about what's going on over there than I can over here. I know their map better than I know ours. That's not even a lie. But it always felt like, I know this comic is funny and I know it's good, but it just kind of felt irrelevant to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I just never took to buying it, but I kind of wish I did know. I'm sure I've got one issue, at least one issue in my one of my old shoe boxes filled with comic books.
So apparently he's the mascot, obviously, for Mad Magazine, but the character's face had drifted through US iconography for decades and appeared in the early 1930s on a presidential campaign postcard with the caption, "Sure, I'm for Roosevelt." Mad editor Harvey Kurtzman claimed the image in 1954, and it was named Alfred E. Newman by the magazine's second editor, Al Fieldstein, in 1956. So yeah, it's a bit. He's an old character, man.
Yeah,
old character.
Damn, that's a real shame. Like, honestly, it is. Oh well, it'll be back.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think it will be back. 15 years even. I think it will come back. They shouldn't leave it too long because you don't want the fans that read it to like not be around. You need the nostalgia. You need the nostalgia of it. And then for the parents to be like, oh my God, I used to read that. And there you go, man. Bring it back. In 5 years. 5 years. Just reassess a few things.
Yeah.
Oh well. What's next?
New female character in the Ninja Turtles.
Not Venus.
No, it's not Venus. It's a new character.
Okay.
What is her name? Her name is Karai. I'm such a butcher of names. Man.
Wait, Karai?
Karai, yes. Have you been reading Turtles by any chance?
I have not been reading Turtles for ages, man. I like the IDW Turtles. I think it's probably one of the best books out there, to be honest. But it's just so much.
Actually, it's not Karai. I'm mistaken.
I was gonna say because Karai is Shredder's daughter, or Splinter's daughter, shall I say?
Yeah. So apparently, Shredder is dead. Splinter has taken over the Foot Clan. I'm not mistaken.
That's sick. Oh man, that is sick. I want to see that.
So
that's like when Daredevil took over the Hand. That is sick.
Yeah. So apparently this again is from, I think it's from Newsarama. It's from CBR. So IDW's gone on to revamp the group for modern audiences with the latest arc portraying Splinter as a more conniving individual at odds with his sons after he took control of the Foot Clan and becoming more ruthless. However, Karai coming back to claim the League of Assassins to restore them to Shredder's glory days. New York has been plunged into all-out war. This results in Karai stabbing Janika, Splinter's most recent protege, with a mystical sword, leaving her for dead. With the Turtles struggling to save Janika's life through issue 95, though issue 95 sees Donatello put a Hail Mary move that results in an all-new female Ninja Turtle being created. So I think Donatello used a bit of the ooze on her.
Used the ooze, and because she was around turtles, she turned into a turtle.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds so dope.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better than remember when it was Venus in that TV show, and she was like that long lost sister.
Yeah, because I think he had 5 or something, and then she grew up with Splinter's brother or some student of his.
Yeah.
And then when he died, she came over to the Turtles.
Yeah. I was a fan. I didn't like that.
Was she in the Power Rangers? She was in the TV series, right?
Well, it was because it was a TV show, and then they did they did an episode where they crossed over with the Power Rangers, or they went into the Power Rangers show. So I think she was there then. I forget which Power Rangers it was. It wasn't my Power Rangers. It was like a few generations after mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were in the TV show. That's a bit cringe to think about. That whole show was cringe. Shredder wasn't even in it. Yeah, no, forget that show. Corny, yeah.
So now they've got a new female turtle in the comics, which should be good. The new issue goes on sale on issue 96 goes on sale on July 31st.
I feel like they'll kill her off at some point.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll last.
Nah.
The status, it's comic books. The status quo's got to go back to. Because the Turtles are such a it's like one of my favorite franchises. I love the Turtles. Like Ninja Turtles is just me. I loved it. I remember when me and my brother used to watch them, and we dub each other which one we were. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've just got, and they've had different generations of cartoons, and I feel like adding a female one. I'm not saying they shouldn't or couldn't. I just feel like it's a bit late in the game. Like they tried it before and it didn't work. So we've got the 4 brothers. That's who it is. I just feel like it won't change. But beyond that, adding one now. If she blows up, she might blow up. But if she doesn't, which is probably what they hope she will, if she doesn't, they'll kill her off.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
I think so. There was one. There was a YouTube channel I watched called Toy Galaxy. And
that's with that guy, right?
Yeah.
He talks about toys and how they came about, and yeah, he's alright.
Yeah. He did one. I actually watched it the other day, and he did one on the Ninja Turtles, which was actually really good. His name is Dan Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good, man. Really, really good. So this isn't a paid promotion, but yeah, if you're an 80s kid or early 90s kid, definitely check out his YouTube channel. It's called Toy Galaxy. He reviews old toys, new toys, old school cartoons. So like I said, he'll do the history of the Ninja Turtles. He's done history of He-Man.
He-Man.
Yeah, man. He does what else? Robotech, Dino Riders, Captain Planet, Battle of the Planets, Laser Tag. He even does. He doesn't just do cartoons. He does toys as well.
He does toys. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely check him out. Cops. You remember Cops?
Cops, dude.
Cops.
Bad boy. What you want?
Yeah.
What you want? Yeah, of course.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Oh no, what one?
No, Cops. With Big Boss? I think. It was a cartoon that only lasted a season, and it was inspired by RoboCop.
Really?
And he had different characters that like had mechanical arms and had things coming out of their chests. Yeah, man.
I'm googling it. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Sorry.
Yeah, and the theme song was pretty good as well, man.
Really and that sweaty boss who looked like the Kingpin. I remember this.
Yeah. That was it. But anyway, another tangent.
The robot dog. Oh, that's a joke. Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah. So lastly, for comic news, Simpsons creator Matt Groening launches a new comic company. So with Matt Groening, I think basically what's happened is obviously Disney has brought Fox, and his companies were part of Fox at the time. So I think what has happened is he's moved over from his previous company and created a new comic book company, so he can do his own thing and sell comics through that company rather than the one that is now owned by Disney.
Disney, sorry.
Yeah,
that makes sense. It makes sense because they're not gonna put as much. I'm sorry, I'm really tired today. They're not gonna put as much money or energy or just anything into his comic book company if it's under Fox. When they've got Marvel, when Disney has Marvel, you know what I mean? So that will just get left by the wayside. They just won't fund it. Wherever he asks, they'll just be like, "Yeah, we can't do that now because the money's going to Spider-Man or something." So it basically makes sense for him to start his own comic book company. That was a really good business move.
Yeah, definitely. So his new company is going to be called Bapper Books.
Bapper Books.
Bapper, Bapper Books. And it would launch with a collection of stories based on his Netflix animated series Disenchantment.
Is that a series? I thought it was one movie.
No, it's I think it's a series, isn't it? I'm sure it's a series.
I didn't watch it. I just assumed it was a movie, and I was like, I watched the trailer. I was like, yeah. I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, this looks a little bit too Simpsons, but like modern day Simpsons. So I didn't watch it.
Yeah. They've got 10 episodes at the moment. Okay. Yeah, my uncle watches it. He said it's pretty good, so I might give it a gander. But there's just too many things to watch now, man. I'm falling behind on Jessica Jones. I'm still watching Into the Badlands.
I haven't even started that.
I need to watch Black. That's another show on Netflix. Mate, there's too much to catch up on.
Hey man, I've got I'm watching Into the Badlands season 1.
Are you?
Stranger Things. Huh?
Are you watching season 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, six. It's sick, man. I've got like 6 episodes to go on there.
You sound like you didn't believe me. Yeah, I've only watched the first 3. I watched the first 3 like a year ago, but I didn't have Netflix or whatever at the time. No, Amazon. But now I do, so I'm watching it. Into the Badlands. I haven't watched Stranger Things yet. I haven't started that yet. No, that's season 3. I haven't started season 3 yet. I'll get to it in my own time, not everyone else's. Jessica Jones, I haven't watched yet because I just haven't cared to, but I will. Still haven't watched season 2 of The Punisher.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to finish this season of Arrow. That's ended already. I very much doubt that I'm going back to The Flash. I think I'm done with that. Point being, I've got a lot of shows as well. I'm even thinking of picking. Oh, I'm watching Happy at the moment, season 2, which I'm loving at the moment. I wish there was more.
You did say that in the group, but I haven't seen what that was.
I wish there was more of that, because once I'm done with season 2, I've got nothing. I really wish there was more of that. I'm hoping that by the time I finish this, it will just drop. Season 3 will be there. That's happened to me before, where I found a show late on Netflix.
Yeah.
Tangent. Where I found a show late on Netflix and I've gone through it and I'm like, oh, that sucks. It's over. Then boom, that week or that month, season whatever is. So
it comes out.
Yeah, fingers crossed for Happy. What's that?
Legion, man.
I was gonna say that because you mentioned it. Well, you mentioned it for ages, but I actually want to watch it now. Like
this one episode, you could just watch that. Just watch that, man.
No. I'm gonna do it properly. I'm just as I call you Clue Master, just go digging through your clue that you put in the group. Is Professor X in this?
He's in it, man. He's in it.
You said something subtle.
What's that?
Like you said something subtle that hinted or gave a clue that he was in it.
Man,
so like,
you know
okay, can you hear me?
I know it's not that much of a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler because it's only something that people want to see and blah whatever. But he is in this, and I must say, this portrayal of Professor X is the best portrayal of Professor X I've seen. You know, we've always talked about on this show how Professor X is a jerk.
Yeah,
Bride says.
Yeah, he's got an agenda.
He's well. With this, you kind of see and you kind of understand, like where he's coming from in a sense.
Yeah,
I know it. Well, it's not spoiling it too much because he is the main villain. But what's his name? Farouk. What is his name, man? Sorry, Farouk. The black. Shadow King. He is the main protagonist. Yeah, and if you know, Shadow King was pretty much the first mutant that Professor X encountered together, and and if you know the Shadow King, you know how they met, it's kind of one of those things where Professor X experiences another mutant who's so evil that he comes back and he's like, you know, we need to, you know, protect the world from people like this or mutants, like, kind of thing. That's in the comics, but like the way that they showed his character in this season, in the series, on this particular episode, was like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of understand why you have to be a jerk sometimes, and why, you know, things happen or things you do, it has to be done that way. But yeah, it's good. Definitely watch.
Okay. No,
it's season 3. This is the last season.
What season is it? This is season 3, right? That's what I was going to ask. Okay, yeah, no, I'll binge that.
It is, like I said, like I've always said, it is one that you need to watch. You can't watch it and do other stuff. You need to actually watch it and pay attention to what's going on. It's one of those ones where you gotta see things and know. You gotta listen to it as well. The whole setup is good. But yeah, Legion, man, definitely. And for me, I'd say this, man. Legion can be a part of the MCU, and it wouldn't be a problem, man. It would not be a problem. Just if they're gonna take anything from Fox, just take Legion. And like I said, always make X-Men a TV series like this, and you'll be fine, man.
I would love for X-Men to be a TV series, but I'm so spoiled with the MCU that I honestly just want them to be a part of that. Because I know if they're a TV show,
put it this way.
Don't get me wrong, a TV show would be great. I know it would be, but I feel like I'm gonna want to see them with them. Do you know what I mean? And they won't do it.
Listen. If it's a TV show, yeah, you're gonna get them. You have time to develop. How many characters are in the X-Men, man? How many characters in the main team? You got at least 5 people, plus Professor X, and you got the villains and blah blah blah. You need time to develop these characters, yeah. And it's a drama as well, you know. It's pretty much like EastEnders, really, when you really think about it. Imagine EastEnders having the characters of EastEnders having mutant powers, pretty much.
Sorry for you American people that
all over the place.
So for you American people that will probably eventually watch this. Days of Our Lives, you guys got that right?
Yeah.
Not EastEnders.
EastEnders is it's a bit of a madness when it comes to drama.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need time to develop these characters, man, and that's one thing that Legion has been doing. Is it has been developing the character. Unfortunately, it is only one character, and you got other characters as well in there. But it is developing this specific character, you know, like David Halle, and it's just good, man. And that's why I want to see my X-Men, man. I want to see my X-Men characters developed, and not over 5 years, like have 3 films.
That's fair enough.
You end up with something like Dark Phoenix, you know. But
I haven't seen that movie.
Well, no, I mean that's the reason why, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're very right. But I figure X-Men TV show would be sick anyway.
You will have them every year as well, every single year. So you would have them for like 2 months, 3 months, and then you won't have them for like 9 months, and then next year they'll come back and you got like another, I don't know how many, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours of them.
Yeah,
sick, man.
That is usually the best thing about watching these things as a TV show. Even like the Arrows, the Smallvilles, the Daredevil, man. That was just like one.
Yeah, breaking up again.
A long movie. Daredevil.
So you broke up quite a bit there.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I was just saying like one thing I liked about
Okay.
Which it will be a t-shirt. It focuses. Am I here? I'm here, right?
You keep going and coming and going, man.
You know, I can't bother to finish my thought. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, I was gonna go and do the reviews, but I think we should probably do the pull list before you break up and go. What do you reckon? You want to do the review?
Yeah. Pull list.
All right.
I just feel like I'm gonna start talking and then
it's gonna go right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So on our pull list this week, the number 1 comic on the pull list is Naomi issue 6.
Finally. Having said that, I haven't read 4 and 5 yet.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
They're just there, but I'll binge read that. Like, I think I'll read that in time so I can read 6, and then I can talk about issue 6 review.
All right. Well, this is the synopsis of it. Hopefully, it doesn't spoil too much for you.
Go for it. Go for it.
This is it. The end of the first season of Naomi by the breakout collaboration of writers Brian Michael Bendis and David F. Walker and artist Jamal Campbell. With her origins finally revealed, Naomi embraces the journey ahead and charts a course for the future and her role. This is the final issue.
I didn't spoil anything.
No spoilers there. Absolutely no spoilers there.
That was cool. I look forward to reading it.
Nice. Okay, so the next one is Wonder Woman, not Wonder Woman, Invisible Woman, issue 1 of 5. You're not reading it, no?
No. Go on.
Okay. So this one's by Mark Waid, Mattia De Lulis, and Adam Hughes.
Mark Waid, I feel like he's been quiet for a while.
I know, right? I know.
Mark Waid, man.
He has been doing quite a bit. Has he? Bits. Yeah. I'm sure he was doing. Was he doing X-Men recently?
I feel like he's been quiet, man.
He has been doing some things. Captain America he's been doing. He was doing before Ta-Nehisi Coates came on. He was doing Avengers as well.
Okay.
He hasn't written that much this year. He was doing a lot. And he was... I mean, like, he did Avengers after Jonathan Hickman and before Jason Aaron. And he did Captain America after Nick Spencer and before Ta-Nehisi Coates. So he has been writing stuff, but not too much stuff lately.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. I'm sure he has his reasons.
Yeah. But now he's fresh from the pages of Fantastic Four. For the first time, Susan Storm Richards stars in her own limited series, and the secrets about her past revealed therein will shake readers' perceptions of the Invisible Woman forevermore. Years ago, she undertook an espionage mission for S.H.I.E.L.D., and now it's up to her to save her former partner from death at the hands of international terrorists.
Fury's fault.
Possibly.
Original Fury.
Yeah. What was she in? She's been in Captain America, and Ta-Nehisi Coates been writing, and she's actually pretty sick, man. She's actually pretty. Yeah, she is a pretty sick secret agent.
She might be interesting to kind of see her on her own, away from the team or the family, so she can kind of just let loose and be. She doesn't have them to rely on or to team up with, so it's all her. Do you know what I mean? She might be a really cool read. Actually.
Yeah. I see the pun there. I'm sure she was introduced in this position with was it with Jonathan Hickman? I can't remember if it was. It might have been Jonathan Hickman when he was doing the Avengers, and he introduced her to be like, I can't remember. I really can't remember. I think it was.
Man.
I could be mistaken.
I'll take your sort of word for it.
Yeah. So the next one is Young Justice issue 7.
I'm behind on that one too.
Yeah. This one's by Brian Michael Bendis as well, and John Timms. You are reading quite a lot of the Brian Michael Bendis comics lately, haven't you?
Hey, Bendis was there in my teen years. Yeah, but he was there in my teen years when I was reading the Ultimate Universe, man. He's never let me down, except for those few times that he has.
Nice. All right, so Young Justice lost in the multiverse after the explosive conclusion to their Gemworld adventure. The team is having a tough time finding their way back to their Earth. No, we can't tell you where they end up, but rest assured you will be surprised. But as exciting as all this is, we have bigger problems to deal with. As Tim Drake is about to do something he has only done lots of times before, he is about to announce his new allies, a new superhero name, a Young Justice name, and this time it's permanent, like forever.
All right. So they get a name for the team. All right, cool. One thing that bugs me, even though I'm behind on this comic, I think I've only read like issues 1 and 2. they got together. They were in the city, and they all came together, and then they ended up in Gemworld. And I thought that was going to be like, I never thought it was going to be like a saga. Do you get what I mean? Like a whole arc of them in Gemworld. And then they come out of Gemworld and they've gone somewhere else. I want them to be on Earth so that they have to deal with the Teen Titans, the Justice League. I want, you know, 2 Superboys. All of a sudden, Tim Drake is Robin again. I want all of this to be dealt with. Do you get what I mean?
Nice.
But it will happen in its time. In its time.
I'm sure Brian Michael Bendis. I was listening to a podcast with him on it. Bendis tapes.
Bendis, come and ours. You love it over here. We're fans.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually talking. I didn't actually finish listening to the podcast, but he was actually talking length of not really what he's got planned, but he's got quite a few things going on, which I think a lot of old school DC fans would really love.
Okay, sweet.
And
I'll stick with it.
A lot of it's got to do with Young Justice as well. So
I'll stick with it. Yeah, I'll keep that on the pool.
Yeah, defo. Another one that you're keeping on the pool is Red Hood, Outlaw.
There it is.
36.
Ooh, man. I can't even tell you what the last issue of that was that I read. Poof.
Okay, so this one is Year of the Villain tie-in by Scott Lobdell, Pete Woods, Cully Hamner, and Dan Panosiio. I wonder if that's the Pete Woods we met at Comic-Con. I'm sure it might be, you know.
Pete Woods.
Big up, it's Pete Woods. Actually, I don't think it is. No, it doesn't look like him. The synopsis for Red Hood and the Outlaw: there's no way to plan for every contingency, unless you're Batman. Even for a son of the Bat-like Jason Todd, his goal was to take down the Penguin and assume his role as the Prince of Gotham. But the best laid plans go airy when Oswald Cobblepot gets the last laugh and the last bullet, and not even the Red Hood and his posse can stop him. How could they with posse? How could they with the Iceberg Lounge, Under Siege, and Bunker, Wingman, and the Sisters Sue to help too busy to help Jason deal with a Penguin ascendant? Don't miss the startling conclusion of Prince of Gotham. What can Lex Luthor offer former sidekick Jason Todd? Sidekicks? Broken, battered, and catastrophically dangerous sidekicks. The Teen Titans, they're not.
Okay. Well,
I haven't been keeping up with Red Hood myself, so...
No, it's been a while. But again, I don't know when I'll catch up with it, but I'll get there eventually. But that sounds dope. Every time I get it in the post, in the mail, and I look at the cover, I'm like, this looks dope. Can't wait to read it, but then I don't.
Yeah.
I'll get to it. It's there on the list.
Yeah. That's what we all say.
I will. I'll get to it. I will.
We'll get to it. Until you don't.
My Instagram is The Outlaw Red Hood. Like, I can't not read Red Hood comics. That was just... Come on.
Exactly. You got to live up to the name.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so finally we have Thor issue 15 by Jason Aaron and Michael Del Mondo. War of the Realms epilogue, new status quo for the God of Thunder. To end the War of Realms, Thor made a sacrifice that will leave him forever changed. Now he must face the choices he's made. What lies ahead of the God of Thunder? Jason Aaron's legendary run draws to a close. Don't miss the start of his final arc. I am honestly, truly am sad that this is going to be Jason Aaron's final arc on Thor.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Like, people, seriously, go out and get you some Jason Aaron 4 books. Like, all of them. Those early ones that I read them late, but I'm so glad I did. His run has just been amazing. God Butcher was amazing. It was so good. and all the ones after that, like I can't remember the titles of the other ones, but I read them all. I've not read all of Female Thor, whatever she's called. I've not read all of them, but I've read bits of hers. She's dope. That what he did with her was dope. What was it called? Unworthy 4. Again, like Jason Aaron has just been amazing with this, and he what's great is that, especially if you read it the way I did, I kind of binge read everything, so there'll be little subtle hints. There'll be hints to something, and then you'll catch it. Like, oh, I remember when that was suggested or spoken about, or there might be a flashback of young Thor, and then you'll see it. You'll see it in like the Avengers comics now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like what he's doing. It's so good what he's doing.
I mean, yeah, he has been amazing. He's had an amazing run on Thor as well. Like I said, I'm gonna be sad when he finishes it, but I have a feeling this last arc, because he's got a new book coming out as well called King Thor, I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's gonna take place. Like, you know, we've seen. Oh wait, we spoke about this. That's fine. No spoilers.
Yeah, we did speak about King Thor.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be so dope. Yeah. That's it, man. That's it for Jason Aaron, and that's it for us today as well.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get to do the reviews, but I feel like the internet is against me.
Yeah. Sorry about that little breakup there, and my stuttering, and it could have been better solo podcast for about 5-10 minutes.
I'm sure you did fine, man.
Nah. Well, yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you next week, I guess, or we'll have you listen to us next week. Tune in. Hopefully, at episode 69, we'll have Isha back.
Is that what issue are we on today?
68, man.
Ooh, Isha, you're pushing it. This is where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to like get here, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, issue 69 next week. Hope you've enjoyed the show today. Yeah, and if you missed us live, you can always catch us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
And there's others as well. Castbox, is that one? We're everywhere, man.
Castbox, yeah.
We're everywhere. Wherever you
podcasts.
Yeah, wherever you find your podcast, we'll be there. We're everywhere. We're in your internet.
Yeah.
So we're watching you.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to bring a sandwich.
Live long and prosper and travel safely.
Peace out, everybody. Please come back next week.